Yeah, I'm about to send it to him right now. Oh man, this motherfucker. Hold up, man, I gotta get out. I sent it to you, but I sent it to the wrong one. And this motherfucker about to play me. I'm about to quit the game. I know he ain't gonna let me quit. Damn.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium.
Hey man, hey, let me play this Cleveland game, man.
Scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel.
I said, let me play this Cleveland game.
It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, man. I accidentally fucking sent. I mean, I can end it. You ready to play? Or I can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
You don't want to play no more? All right, bro.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
All right. Tell me he can watch the pro, man. Tell me he can watch the pro right now if he wants to. How's that?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He say he couldn't win now. he said he had a bad. It's a bad night for him tonight, boy.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. Man. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember practices.
He had 117,
man. They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give me that. Let's go.
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw
Hey, you got that man trying to get you off the bike, man. Oh man, I didn't fucking pick the Cowboy playbook. I done tripped out. Oh fuck. This game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And
I'm still just thinking let me quit, man.
Down, Jason Garrett opts to.
See we get. Alright, man, go ahead, bro. See, I'll play another one. I ain't tripping. Huh? Alright, this nigga want to play, man. I guess I got to play him. Shit.
Take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Damn, it's Dallas Cowboys playbook.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
So
the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On third down, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And that'll set them back 5. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Actually got some eyes to it.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
Playing the Cowboys playbook.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
You know, you got to adjust on the fly. Shit, that's what I'm doing.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah, he did. Damn.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
Was
and
it
they had
a
3
routine
points
stop,
last time,
or he just
but they didn't want 3
shot
points
the
because they
while
were
he was
well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to the runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Held on to this shit.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
4th down, Mayfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Good. Hey, switch. 26.
First down, Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Good. Switch. Hey. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Good. Hey, we're going right there. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Trying to go deep on him.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Jackson now to return. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Then we're going to 53.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're going 47.
The give is to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Oh, what a juke into space.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now in Arlington. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Third and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And now here come the Cowboys. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Switch, hey.
Throwing, Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he can't.
That take you too long to wind up.
And he goes down.
Really?
Jamie Collins.
That was so wide open.
Pick up his second sack
Oh
now
my
of the
God.
afternoon. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns.
It take you that long to wind
It's
up?
just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here
I know you've
in
seen
the
that
fourth
shit,
quarter.
Simon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys
You see
after
that
the
shit?
sack. It's 3rd and long.
Nigga, this touchdown, this nigga, do what he gotta do.
To throw is Prescott.
Ooh, when it came from blitz.
Pressure too
Can't
great,
that motherfucker
and he
blitz
goes
on.
down
This is
once
3rd
more.
or 4th.
And now the Browns
Yeah,
are
I
going to take
figured he
another
gonna-
timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left
Kinda
with
handicapped
1 more
me.
plus the 2-minute
Try to learn on the fly this
And we'll be
playbook.
back. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Oh,
Landry
yeah.
now on the return. Runs through the contact.
This nigga running through his sticks.
Breaking that officially.
Shit, I'm about to lay
Give him
it down.
15,
This
and the Browns will take over
first
1st and 10.
I don't know
And the
what I'm
Browns
thinking.
getting set to go. And last time they were
Shit, can't
very
score.
fortunate this offense.
play
They
this one
went for it on
defense on
4th,
couple
turned it
down
over
on
in
them all
their own
game.
territory. But
See if
the
we
other
can
guys
score.
held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
Yeah, it's late for
That was
this.
planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He
Is that
takes
pretty
him
good,
down
that
for
fly
a
stick?
loss of 9.
Yeah.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back
What you mean
after
do
the
it right,
sack.
like,
Second
for
and
set it up
19.
right or what?
To throw, Mayfield. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Oh, yeah?
Mayfield now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Yeah? I'm hearing people talking about that 5-6, man.
Here we go now.
Mayfield now from the 50. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Are you serious, bro? Damn. So just by having fucking cable, as long as you have the internet, you good. But like you said, you gotta. But the 5-6 gotta be broke right, though. If it ain't broke right, then I see what you're saying.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah. Wow.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Oh, he quit. This nigga quit. All right, good. I'm about to go to bed. That nigga say he watched First Take and Undisputed. And them my favorite motherfucking shows right there.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch they at my nose. Long nights
Who, my ring? I don't know. Let me see my motherfucking ring. I ain't seen it motherfucking winning. Yeah, 64. Shit, I lost like about 4 games in 4-5 games in a row, nigga. 2 internet and 3 I lost. I was like, shit. Yeah, man, if I'm lay it down, bro, I'll be on tomorrow, man. Alright, tell that nigga Ratchet, I'll holler at him. Alright, bet.